Yo. So I just found out something really cool, and it really makes sense to me. And I think you guys will resonate with it too. I'm listening to this podcast, and they said ever since the solar eclipse on April 8th, now for me, if we think back the last 3 months, how have we changed? How has our outlook in life changed? How have our relationships changed? How have our eating habits changed? We have changed. Some way, shape, or form, you have made a different commitment to yourself to change in some way. It is the inner calling that this collective is going through. Okay. The solar eclipse signified a switch. It was a symbolic representation of the lights going off on the third dimension. Now, again, the third dimension is all about emotion. The third reality, the third density reality, is all about material and how everything affects us, because we are a material, we are a physical. So a material means money. Material means anything you can touch. Excuse me. If someone's like, what does material mean? What does material mean? Money or touch, possession. Okay? So a third density reality, everything is touch. Everything is, think of the cube. Think of a 3D cube, right? You start at number 1 density. It's a point. Number 2 density, it's a line. Number 3 density, it is a cube. Number 4 density, it's the cube and the diamond inside the cube. Okay, well, what is a diamond? It is a triangle going up and a triangle pointing down. As above, so below. So on April 8th, it was a symbolic representation that the lights were coming off on the 3D and the 4D is in massive momentum. What does this mean, Emily? Our thoughts are our dominion. So everything that we are putting our awareness to is either guiding us into our better versions, into heaven on earth, or it is pulling us into the resistance. It is pulling us into the turmoil, and the bass keeps running. So when I heard that the fourth dimension is all about thought, man, is it ever? And this is what I mean. You know, I was talking to a fellow spiritualist today, and I make this a daily ritual now, that I must talk to somebody who understands me, because it helps me come back to balance. It helps me get grounded, and it helps me stay on target. Well, what's Emily Beckett's target? Well, I want to ascend. I don't want to be trapped in this karmic thought loop. Now, I've been saying this for a long time, and my children's birthdays just testify this theory. You ready? Drum roll, please. So my first daughter's name is Sophia. Sophia in ancient Greek as the universe. So Sophia is the embodiment of the universe. Sophie, my eldest, was born in 2013. 2013. When 2012 hit, December 2012, the Mayan calendar predicted an apocalypse. And this apocalypse is just the 3D. God said after 2012, December 2012, 1212, 12 is a number of completion. 1212, ultimate completion. They closed the door on the third dimension for souls to reincarnate. They said no more. So any child born after 2012 is deemed safe to carry the karma of their ancestors no matter what. Because that was the clock that said the age of Aquarius is upon us. So for the last 12 years, it was a warm-up period. There was a lot of crumbling in societies. There was a lot of aha moments. There was a lot of maturing as a collective. You know, governments were slowly getting exposed. Social issues, you know, like, man, I don't know. There's just so much shit. It's fucking planet Earth. Stay with me. So once 2012 happened, 1212, anybody who reincarnates on Earth, they're a brand new soul. So anybody that has truly been locked into the age of Pisces, we must prove our will in terms of how do we alchemize to the frequencies of the fourth and fifth dimension. So this is what we're all feeling. We're all feeling this underlining pull towards something that we cannot touch. We cannot fucking understand, and that's okay. Light workers, rise. Man, this is your time to shine. This is the time for us to collab. This is the time for us to prove who the fuck we are and who the fuck everybody else can become. You know, when I was talking to this guy, he's like, man, I feel your energy. I got the goosebumps. And the goosebumps, that just signifies spirit, man. I hope that if you watched it this far, I hope this universe bless you with these shivers. Feel the shivers. You know, when you're talking about something, you get the woo. That's a God kiss. That's your light being like, you know, like Zelda and Link's. Hey, over here. That's you. That's your inner self, man. And you're Zelda. And we gotta go fucking kill those zombies. So I've been doing a lot of driving today, just posting posters and, you know, listening to podcasts and dissecting thyself. I had 2 people block me today. Yeah, it's all good. I don't even care, but like, man, don't come at me, because people don't like when I say truth. And that's just it. When you emanate such light, you expose the darkness. And that's why, you know, light workers, people who are fucking waking up, and people who have been on this journey, we are together no matter what. And we must become vulnerable and let each other in. So the fourth dimension is all about thoughts, okay? This is why people are jumping from material to non-physical to abundance. Is it a coincidence that my mother moved me into condo building number 5? So here's my condo building number 5. The condo building right across from it is 3, so it goes 3-5. Okay? The road that I live on is Rosegate. What is a rose? It symbolizes eternal love. It is the symbolism of love. Gate. The love gate to heaven on earth, homies. So this fourth dimension of transitioning, okay, and it's just gonna get stronger. People are just feeling it, and man, it's nothing to fear. It just means like, holy fuck, where are these thoughts coming from? How can I come back to the present moment? How can I come back to Emily? How can I say that? Stop it. We must learn how to get quiet in the brain. And we must get off any prescription drugs if you can. You don't have to. This is, you know, obviously follow a doctor's aid, but if you're on Vyvanse, get off it. You don't need it. If you have a mild anxiety problem or depression problem, and you know, you've been on meds for a long time, man, come on now. Find your network. Find your support group. Be free. Be free to experience the emotions that we must experience to alchemize. Learn about taking mushrooms. Or, you know, you can take herbal mushrooms that don't do fuck all to you. They will help your brain. You know, we need to get back into the truth of being a human being. And yes, our thoughts will get crazy. And yes, our thoughts will be intrusive. But they are supposed to, so you can release them, homies. And man, my thoughts have been just next level. Yeah, they have been this morning. But then I heard that it made so much sense that the fourth dimension is all about thoughts. It's all about proving that, you know what, emotions is a magnet. Thoughts attract. Okay? And that makes sense, because if our emotions emit a frequency, then what do our thoughts do? That's why they say connect your thought to your brain. Emotion comes from the heart. Thoughts come from the brain. Brain, heart, coherence. So when we are in a place of absolute stillness, and if we can navigate that, and we can avoid people who trigger us, or make peace with people who trigger us, then man, I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna rewatch this and probably be like, nice.